I was not exaggerating when I was talking about a slow boat from China. My keypad has finally arrived for my remote control project. I like this one a lot better than the other one. It's more substantial. It's got real clickety keys. But it's been a lot harder to get to work. It's been a real hair puller. It did not work initially by just plugging it into the 8 propeller pins that I had already set up for the other one. I had to get online and look at how some other people were doing it, and they were adding resistors and a ground to the circuit for the 4 input pins. And this was sort of working for me. It kept the pins from bouncing around. Adding the resistors with ground keeps them 0, so you don't have random ones popping up. But I was doing this with a breadboard and jumper wires, and I spent a day and a half with this, and I was only getting it halfway working, and I've started to come to the conclusion that jumper wires have a lifespan. I gotta get me some new ones. I think every once in a while I get one that fails, and it becomes nearly impossible to find out what's going on. When you get one of these, it's just not conducting electricity that well. So I decided I was on the right track with the resistors and got rid of the breadboard and just went ahead and wired everything up. There's one extra wire here now for the ground. So how do you get 16 buttons with just 8 pins? This one took a while for me to wrap my head around. It was explained really easily, and I don't know why it was so hard for me to grasp, but most things are. The first 4 pins are connected to the rows. With the propeller, you set those to output so that you're outputting power to each of the rows. The next 4 pins on the propeller you set to input so that you can read the level that's coming in on those pins. And those 4 pins are the columns. So what you do is you power the first pin, which powers the first row, and then you read the last 4 pins. And if you're pressing a button, then the power is transferred to that corresponding column pin, and you know which key has been pressed. And then you go to the next row, and then the next row, and then the next row. And thanks to the microcontroller doing this really, really fast, it seems almost like it's doing it instantaneously. Okay, this is the 4x4 keypad demo that comes with the propeller tool. When you press 1, you'll see a 1 up there in the upper left of the grid. So this program continually creates a binary word where the position of the 1s indicate which buttons were pressed.